Hello, trading has closed on August the 16th, 2021. We always start with our disclaimer, so let's not disappoint. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, August 17th, 2021. Please trade at your own risk because I can be completely wrong. Look for the pattern with the early low. This is it. Usually it's a rally day with a high and the final hour. Tomorrow also has the early low. We thought that Friday's action was prone to gapping down, although we couldn't rule out continuing higher. If it did gap down, we thought it would be under this low and preferably under all the lows. And I said if that happened, it would be a very negative formation, should lead to lower prices, even though I thought we'd recover before the year was out. What I didn't think would happen would be that we recovered before the day was out. Usually when you reject new highs like this, you get more downside like than we got. We'll cross one number off the list, 44.50.72. Here's resistance, here's support. We have some new targets. It's an optional target of 44.58.06. If it doesn't print tomorrow, we'll forget it. It's a target of 44.57.47. I put some asterisks here. According to the rules in the book, we had a valid buy signal, which I just missed. I just looked at this and didn't look carefully enough, and there was a buy signal that was a valid signal, which means there was a higher target. Now the catch is when I had a program for this, the programmer programmed the rules differently than what they were written in the book, and the different rules also worked. And under the different rules, in addition to being a sustainable trend, meaning there was a higher target, was also an unsustainable trend, meaning that we retrace. So because it isn't in the book, I put some asterisks here. But because I know from the computer analysis over many years that the other rules work, we're going to keep this as a target. It's 44.57.47, the optional target 44.58.06. Now we had a long-term count with good wave balance right here at the end. If we had stopped here, it would have made a pretty picture. On the shorter term time frame, this can't be the end of wave magenta C because it's higher than this now, and there also isn't a good fib relationship. Now technically this count isn't killed because this could be the end of wave C and this could be an expanded flat. So if we collapse for some reason and undercut this, and this doesn't last very long, or even if it does, you could say it's an expanded flat and it's still a valid count. So I can't say it's impossible. But in general, when you have a great opportunity like this, a great count, a rejection of a move to new highs, you can't take advantage of that and fast. Probably not ready to drop. So for now, I don't think this is the end of the move, but I can still be proven wrong if this is rejected quickly. I just need more things working than I can see right now. Tomorrow's pattern has the early low. We could gap up. We have to use the mixed signal rule. It's bullish. We gap down, hit lower low, closed over all the lows. We had a very strong sell pattern that did not work, but it's negative that we have lower MEJT targets. It was a great opportunity for a top, even though I felt that we would go over it before the end of the year. Failing to take advantage of an opportunity like this for decline usually, not always, usually leads to higher prices. It would take another bearish formation for me to think this rally today is a false move. Could happen, but I'm not seeing it yet. Few words of caution. Breadth deteriorated today. We hit a new high and fewer stocks had bullish formations, bullish chart patterns than they did Friday. And retail customers are owning stock in record amounts. They usually do that near tops, and neither of those things are good. So tomorrow has early low. There are lower targets. I'm personally not going to risk more money on them without more information than I have now. Signals are mixed. The commonest thing is a gap and prompt move outside the day's range. Next most common as we close a little change, have the big move on Wednesday. This is the bears dropping the soap again, as my friend Bill Blount used to say. And for the bears to get back in charge, we're going to have to undercut this low pretty fast. And I don't have anything right now telling me that that will happen. And that is today's call.